So we are with the Datsun 2HZ conversion, left to right hand drive, and a few other bits and bobs. Let's go through it quickly. The dashboard's now in. Now fully right hand drive. There's a bit of patching up to do on the dashboard, but I'm going to be changing that out anyway. I've got the copy. This is just a temporary one for now. Changed the carpets as well, just upgraded, just put some fresh carpets in it. Nice set of seats in now. Don't know if you can see them, Sparco R100s I think they're called. They fit on the original runners, which is pretty good. But they're quite nice, and the problem with seats, if you're going to put them in a Datsun, is headroom. So here, because the tailgate's there, and side because of this here. So you have to watch how wide you get them. These only just fit, obviously, as you can see. But the rest of the dashboards come together quite nicely. Also put black carpet in the back as well. Once finishing off the carpet in the boot, but you get the idea. Also, I've now fitted a fuse box under here. So I've got the EMU programmable ignition and injection, and I've got also a multi-fuse box there. So now I can just, it's ignition fed, so it powers up with ignition. Lots of wiring to tidy up, to be honest with you. It's a bit of a mess. So we'll look under the bonnet. Wipers still need changing from left to right hand drive models. We've changed this now, so this has got this Bosch throttle potentiometer. That's all done. A bit more stuff moved off here. Batteries all in place. Bottle over here. Pump for the power steering, and I've also put a these mirrors are going, by the way. I'm not keen on them. I've also put a, well, let's start it up and you have a listen. Messed about with exhaust. Got to change the oil because it's got too thin oil on it. It's got 5W40 in it, so I was just using it to clean out the oil ways and everything. So it's got a fully synthetic oil in it at the moment. But like I said, the stereo's workable from a remote. That's an old looking stereo, but obviously not. It's got all Bluetooth on it and remote control and everything. They're quite good. And the other thing I've got is this. So if I do, so that's a remote for opening and closing the exhaust dump valve. That's vacuum operated. So that's underneath the vehicle, and the vacuum system and everything's tucked up under there, so you can't see it really, but that's where it is. But these Sparco seats are right. So I've got a bit of a diff knock. Took the diff apart and found it's got play here. I don't know if you can see that top planet gears moving up and down. The shims in here and here. It's this where it's worn. If I take them out, you'll see what I mean. So these are the shims. This one's the problem one. So you can see there it's moved in its carrier. If I do this. So what's happening is when people do one-legged wheel spins or get one wheel spinning only, it puts extra pressure on this, and that's what causes that to happen. A good friend of mine down at Pen Cutting Tools in Sheffield made me some new shims up, so we're going to get them in place, and hopefully that'll sort it out. We're also renewing bearings on here. Now I haven't got a press, so it's a case of putting this part in the freezer, and getting the bit that this runs on, this bit here, that goes in the oven. That goes to 180 degrees C, and then when I take it out it should just go straight on top of there. So that's good news. So we can get that sorted, get it all back together. Nice cheap repair. I think these bearings were from SKF. They're quite cheap, so it's worth putting bearings in while we've got it out. The ones I had have a shot basically. Well, they're not shot, they work, but you can see it's discoloured, so they want replacing. So we'll hopefully get this in, get it back together, and stop it knocking when it takes up drive. But this is quite common. This is quite common on the Datsuns 240Zs. People spinning wheel up when they haven't got a limited slip diff in, and it just knocks these shims to bits. So that's why I've had slightly oversized shims made, and hopefully that'll resolve the problem. Unless somebody goes doing spins in it again.